For me, as a business developer, it is the answer to my prayers. What it actually does is offering management a coherent approach to systematically and continuously add or improve value.
So the way this works, that there is actually this set number of universal things that we value as human beings, and this ranges from very practical functionalistic value on one side of the spectrum to a very more abstract values like uncertainty reduction or status value. Whenever you want to create value for your customer, in one way or another you have to tap into these value creating categories, so to speak. And it also means that any business proposition that's out there is made up of these basic universal categories. Now, what value architecture does is this. It gives you an overview of these value creating possibilities, and it provides you with a way to manage them. And that means that as a business organization, you get three things. You get a way to identify new opportunities to create value. So it's much easier to create value for your customer because you have this overview. Secondly, these categories, these elements can be used as basic building blocks. So you can actually build your own unique business proposition. And last but not least is that these building blocks actually provide you with actionable units that you can manage, that you can measure. So you have this possibility now to maintain your business proposition over longer periods of time and continuously improve your business proposition. So at the end of the day, what value architecture does is give you more managerial control. Well, because a lot of organizations, and I would even go as far as saying most organizations, just don't have this single unique business advantage over their competition, over their competitors. So they have no choice but to compete on a whole range and variety of smaller business advantages. So whoever has more managerial control over this value creation process has this huge advantage over the direct competitors. And also, it sort of keeps you from randomly throwing resources at this value creation challenge. And you can be much more efficient at allocating those scarce resources. And in a sense, be very focused with your creativity.
I would say especially organizations that are having trouble competing on their traditional differentiator. Established companies on mature markets where products and services are more or less interchangeable. Which doesn't mean, of course, that companies outside this description we just made wouldn't benefit. The principles are basic and universal and do apply to any organization that enters the public domain.
The biggest challenge is probably that value architecture is basically this whole new approach, and it's not really in our target group's DNA to be among the first to try new things. So ironically enough, it's the very organizations that need us most that are inherently, risk averse and a bit reluctant to try it. But having said that, I do honestly believe that it will only be a matter of time before the majority of organizations are forced to adopt this approach or some approach like it, do it in some shape or form, due to market circumstances. But by that time, it will quite frankly not be just a necessity, but it will be a pure matter of survival.